There are two types of ritual bath, acceptable ghusl and complete ghusl, and their purpose is to achieve purification and remove the state of major impurity that prevents the performance of most acts of worship. This video presents the method of complete ghusl, which is the Prophet's usual method of ghusl, peace and blessings be upon him, and by usual method we mean his way of performing ghusl most of the time. The method is explained through two authentic narrations of the Prophet's wives, Aisha and Maimuna, peace and blessings be upon them both. The method can be summarized as follows. Before ghusl intention is required and tasmiyah is recommended, i.e., to say Bismillah. After that, wash the hands and perform istinja, then wash the hands again and perform wudoo. Then wash the head 3 times, then wash the right part of the body, then the left part. Finally, wash the feet again. Do not touch the private part with the hands after having cleaned it, because that invalidates the wudoo. Therefore, it is advisable to wash the inner side of the thighs, from the beginning, to avoid this contact. In order to make complete ghusl, do the following. 1. Form the intention to purify yourself from major impurity, whether janaba, menstruation or postpartum bleeding, without uttering such intention vocally. 2. Say Bismillah and wash the hands 3 times. Then wash any dirt from the private part and anywhere else that is contaminated with traces of impurity. Touching the private parts with bare hands invalidates wudoo, for the Prophet said, whoever touches his private parts must perform wudoo again. From Sunan Abu Dawud, 181. Do not touch the private part with the hands after having cleaned it, because that invalidates the wudoo. Therefore, it is advisable to wash the inner side of the thighs, from the beginning, to avoid this contact. 3. Perform a complete wudoo. As for prayer, make the intention of making wudoo in your heart without uttering it. Then, 1. Wash the hands up to the wrists 3 times. 2. Rinse the mouth with water 3 times. 3. Sniff water up the nostrils, and then blow it out 3 times. 4. Wash the entire face thrice using both hands from the top of the forehead down to the bottom of the chin and from ear to ear. 5. Wash the arms 3 times up to the upper end of the elbows, right arm first, and then, left arm. Arms should be rubbed while they are being washed. Six. Wipe the head with wet hands, from the front of the head to the nape, and then back to the front of the head. 7. Wipe the ears by inserting the index fingers into the auditory opening while wiping the outer part with the thumbs. 8. Wash the feet up to the ankles 3 times starting with the right foot, then the left. Both feet should be rubbed while they are being washed and water should freely pass between the toes. Sometimes the Prophet would leave the washing of his feet until the end of his ghusl. 4. Pour water over the head 3 times, and rub the hair so that the water reaches the roots of your hair and scalp. 5. Wash the body, starting with the right side of the body and then the left, and rubbing it with the hands so that the water reaches the entire body. Making sure that the water reaches all parts, and the places that it cannot reach easily, such as the armpits and backs of the knees, inside the navel, between the fingers and toes. 6. Wash the left side in the same manner. Finally, move away from where you were and choose a clean place to wash your feet. A woman will perform ghusl just as a man does, except that if she has plaited hair, she need not undo it. She only needs to throw 3 handfuls of water over her head. This is for the junub, the one who is in the state of major impurity after sexual intercourse or semen discharge, but for the one who has just finished her monthly period or post-birth period, she must undo her plaited hair. The person who has done complete ghusl is automatically in a state of wudoo, and there is no need to perform wudoo again. Unless he does something that invalidates wudoo whilst doing ghusl or after it. Dua after completing ghusl is the same as the dua after wudoo and should be recited outside the toilet bathroom. The person is required to avoid use of water more than what is necessary.